Same guy.
Welcome back. You've already met our guest conductor that's about to come out. I met Carly Vasquez 23 years ago when she was a freshman oboe player in Monday at Sierra High School. And before that, she was a student of my wife, Darcy Weinberger, who plays in the clarinet section. She played flute for her. Later on, she became my drum major. Well, just before graduation, we had a conversation I'll never forget. She was preparing to go to Fresno State as a music major to become a music teacher. And she came up to me and said, Mr. Weinberger, I'm really worried that I will never, ever find a teaching position. I said, Carly, you have nothing to worry about. Don't worry, you'll find something. Little did I know that she would later on end up taking my teaching position. I am very proud of Carly. She's turned into a very fine musician, teacher, and conductor. So I now present Carly Vasquez conducting With Each Sunset.
Thank you. From composer Richard Saucedo. Music has always been used as a way of expressing emotions or as an antidote to certain painful life encounters, and With Each Sunset functions both ways. The work was written in memory of Jack Hensley. Hensley was an American engineer from Marietta, Georgia, working in Iraq to support his wife and daughter, who was kidnapped and brutally slain by his captors. Hensley would celebrate his 49th birthday the following day. The title of the work suggests that in the darkest moments of life, there is hope for a new beginning.
I'm so proud of her. Anyway, so now you heard what a sunset sounds like. How about a moonrise? Chris Bernotis says this about his moonrise and dance. Did you ever go outside in the daytime and see both the sun and the moon? When the moon rises, it is beautiful, as is the sunset. Moonrise and dance begins with the full majesty of the open sky, including soaring lines and rich harmonies. Once the moon has risen, the playful dance begins. one of the last pieces that he ever wrote. He dedicated it to his dear friend, Rear Admiral William A. Moffett, who later became known as the father of naval aviation, the Aviator's March. It wouldn't be right to do a concert present from above without doing a piece that features the great divine. A Prayer for Peace was composed by John Williams for the film Munich. It tells the story of what happened after the eventful days in 1972 at the Summer Olympics in Munich, Germany, when 11 Israeli athletes and their coach were assassinated. It is the time that's happening in the world right now, and what's happening, this is definitely a time that we need a prayer for peace. you might fondly remember the music of the folk group Peter, Paul, and Mary. They had two really big hits, Puff the Magic Dragon and Leaving on a Jet Plane. So sit back and enjoy the nostalgia of dragons and jet planes.
Good old John.
So you might notice all the guys wear the same tie, except for me, because I'm the conductor. But also there's a difference today. Chuck Solonitro back there is wearing a different color of tie because a former member of his band passed suddenly just a couple weeks ago. Bradley Feynman passed. He played in the French horn section. And that is his tie, and Chuck was a very good friend of him. So to honor him, that is why Chuck is wearing that tie. Brad had actually planned to come back and start playing with us again for this concert. Thank you, Chuck.
He used to sit right here because everyone's super short.
I want to tell you about the our season. So, we're at the Sheboygan Concert Hall on Saturday, March 14th, doing a concert called Music Speaks Louder Than Words, which features our own Dr. Teenie Matlock, Professor Emerita from UC Merced in Cognitive Science and Linguistics. And she'll be teaching you how music and the meaning of words without lyrics intertwine, utilizing such classics as Gustav Holst's The Planets and Johann Strauss's The Blue Danube Waltz. Then we're back in here on Saturday, May 2nd. Our guests will be bands from Hoover High School. The concert is titled A Trip to the Zoo. We'll finish off our concert with our traditional Memorial Day concert. The day before Memorial Day, I'm saying that slowly because it's wrong in your program. It says Saturday, May 24th, and May 24th is a Sunday. It will be our only concert on a Sunday, okay? And it's in the Sheboygan Concert Hall, and it's called Echoes of Courage. Now I want to do some thank yous. I first want to thank the sponsors of today's concert. You've already met one of them, and that is Elaine Sherry, in honor of her parents Jean and Joan Sherry. And the other major concert for this concert, the other major sponsor, is our board president, Ms. Jan Goyette, in honor of her elementary music teacher, Ms. Lois Johnson. I want to give thank yous to our long-term sponsors, Patrick's Music, The Horn Shop, Murphy Bank, Fresno City College, and the theater manager, Mr. Christopher Lane. Our final official piece is by a composer by the name of Rosanna Galante, who is known for two main things. One, composing extremely exciting band music, and two, being the orchestrator of over 75 motion pictures, including the Die Hard sequels, Logan, The Wolverine, The Mummy, and Avengers Age of Ultron, plus 70 more. Now, what does an orchestrator do? Well, he takes the piano score or the keyboard score of the composer and then writes it out for whatever the composer wants. A lot of them, usually full orchestra, but it could be anything. In essence, creating the sound of the film. So many movies that you hear, it's the orchestrator that's producing the sound. Example is the American musical, 30s through the 60s. Rodgers and Hammerstein and Lowe and Hart and all these wonderful people, composers. But the thing is, the reason their musical sounds like an American musical is because of a man by the name of Robert Russell Bennett, who orchestrated virtually all the musicals for 40 years. The same thing goes for Rosanna Galante. So as we play this final piece, you're going to go, I really feel this, I hear this. Why do I recognize this? Because you've heard him before creating the sound of motion pictures. So for your last official adventure, let's travel up to an altitude of 29,032 feet to experience the epic grandeur and beauty of Rosanna Galante's Mount Everest.
Thank you for offering.